根本人当用很为你播出其中一场精彩的开始。师徒之间节目，佛教故事出家功德，80至2015年8月8号，用英文开始到法国。
And then the old monk was thinking to himself, okay, this time if I ask him, he looked very relaxing. If I ask him about what happened before, he probably would tell me. So then he said, okay, listen here. I will tell you all the reason behind all the scene that you've seen before. Okay, the first girl who died on the beach, she was the wife of Takbak. He is a Save citizen. She was very beautiful. So her husband loved her dearly, yes. But Takbak went out to do business, and because he was too much in love with his wife, so he took his wife together with him on the trip. And there was another 500 people, 500 merchants together out into the sea. In the old time, they went out to sea in the deep area to find the jewel, precious stone, pearls, and that stuff. Yeah, or some wood that is floating on the water. Precious wood, like thick and sandalwood and all that. Yeah, yes. Okay, so over there she was always making herself beautiful, and always behaving, very kind of very grandiosely. She feel very proud, very, not just proud, but arrogant about her beauty. Very attached to her own beauty as well. In the middle of the sea, there was suddenly appear a turtle, big one, and somehow he punctured the ship. So then everybody died. So all the yaksua and the vampire make big wind blow all the dead body onto the beach, because the sea doesn't accept dead body. You see, so sometimes when the typhoon and all that on the ocean, on the sea, that is because some of the devils and the ghosts and the ghostling, they make the wind to do something. And maybe they push all the dead body onto the beach or something like that, or to clean the sea surface. So all of these people, it depends on their desire when they die, what they thought when they die. So we're born into different area. Yeah. But this girl, because she loved herself, her beauty so much, she feels sorry to have left her body, so she reborn as this maggot. Yeah. Therefore, keep coming, running all over to see her own face. And cannot be liberated. If somebody asks, okay, if depends on your own desire, yeah, your own attachment, then you were born into a place like that, or a position or being like that to satisfy your desire, then how can anybody be born in hell? Because nobody would be attached to hell. Nobody would love hell. How come someone would be born in hell? Logical, huh? Logical. And then they would say that when these people are alive, if you steal the money or the possession of the 3 jewels, like the Buddha, the Sangha, or steal things from your parents, or you kill others, and this kind of sin is very, very big. You have to be born. You have to be going down to the hell, in the forever, this kind of fire burning you. Yeah. But that person, before he die, he will contract a kind of cold sickness, like you feel very, very cold. Yeah, very, very cold, maybe flu or something like that. Before he died, so he feel very, very cold all the time. And when he was having sickness, thirst, with the coldness, so cold like that, then he always think of heat. Yeah, he always prefer to be, in a heated area or the fire or something like that. When he think like that, then he been drawn to the fire hell. Wow, what a mechanism. Incredible. If you catch a flu or cold something, don't think of fire, okay? Think of ice. Then you will be born in the hell of ice at least. Oh, sorry, don't think of anything. Just think of Buddha. Think of the Master, think of heaven, okay? Decide the 5 great King of heaven, okay? Then you'll be born there. The time of death is very important. Whatever you think at that time, you will attract suitable position or places to be born in. That's why when you're alive, you must practice dying, okay? Practice. So when you meditate, you should leave everything behind. Leave your body, leave your friend, leave everything. Don't think of anything, just think of greatness of the gods that I told you, okay? And at least you'll be born into at least one of these regions. And then the Master continue to help you. If you think of anything else, then God helps you. So it's a very clever mechanism, huh? Incredible. Make you sick, cold, freezing like that. Then you have to think of fire, of heat. Then you will attract yourself to that, to the heated hell, fire, hellfire. So don't be so scared. I mean, even if you committed anything wrong, after initiation, you already knew what's right, what's wrong, okay? And the Master tried to help you regulate the karma already. Just don't do it again. Then when you die, you will not think of that. You will not be made to draw yourself, to put yourself in the position that you have to think of suffering, okay? If anyone steal the lamp from the, that people make to offering to the Buddha, to worship the Buddha, they put lamp. In the old time, it's very dark, no electricity. So people come to see the Buddha, there've been light, there've been candles or lamp, so that at night the Sangha, the Buddha can use to light the streets, they can walk. Or they bring things that's useful, yes. They bring clothes and all that to make offering to the Buddha and the Sangha. Because the Buddha and Sangha, they don't have money, they don't earn money, they just teach people and rely on others, to survive, to do the teaching, They could do things, they just a monk, they just want to save all their time for the teaching of others, and meditate, or learning with the Buddha, So when the lay people come, they bring all kind of things, They maybe bring bowl, baking bowl, some clothes, or the lamp, or the medicine, something that is necessary, yes. And also they might bring some sandalwood, incense, frankincense, all that. Because that to ward off the mosquitoes and insects. You see, that's why you see the Buddha have incense. And then when after the Buddha died, they light the incense in front of the Buddha statue. I wonder if the mosquito can bite the stone statue or not. Have you seen the mosquito bite the stone Buddha? No, I guess not. But it's a good tradition. And it helps the incense merchant, make money. So it's okay. It's no harm. No harm, okay. So if even some people just steal something like a lamp, or some wood, for warming, for lighting fire, and any of the torch, yes, or even grass, dry grass or anything that the Buddha and Sangha need to use sometimes. Or if you go in and demolish the Sangha's room or mess it up, making trouble, or the lecture hall, you damage the lecture hall, or this all kind of all kind of vandalism, okay? And then even to other people, not just the Buddha and Sangha. In the winter time, if by any reason you take off the clothes of someone, make him freeze, or because you have power, even it's already cold, you throw cold water at them and things like that, okay? Yeah, and make them die of cold or hot or still in their clothes. All these kind of actions will bring that person to hell. But to the eyes, hell, freezing hell. In the beginning, this person will have fever, okay, high fever, and like burning his body, feeling very, very hot. So he also thinking of coldness, eyes and all that, yes. And when he was thinking like that, it just make him to think like that and die. Only that's the purpose of fever at that time is like that. And then, of course, after he left the body, the soul left the body, they go to the ice, freezing hell. And the Buddha named many, like Upada, Badoma, Kovada, Fandala, etc., etc. These are the names of this freezing hell. Probably in Sanskrit, I don't remember all this, sorry. In this kind of freezing hells, the criminal felt cold all the time, feel freezing all the time. And his body became shrunken, it's like some dry prune or something like that, And then his brain is like very very fragile inside, easy to break, everything. And then all his head, the skull and his head become broken in 1,000 pieces, And then all his bones in the body broken, they become arrows like. And then they come back again and then suffer the same again and again and again. But he won't die. Of course, at that time he's in his astral body, he won't die. And he feels all the suffering all the same. He cannot hide anywhere. And he cannot stop the process until his sin has been cleansed. If anyone, because of greed, rob other people of their possession, so that person will die of hunger and thirst, then that person will become a hungry ghost when he dies. The robber, First, he will contract a kind of gassy disease, that his stomach become very swollen, bloating, and he couldn't digest his food. And then the medicine man will bring some good food in and coax him to eat. Oh, this is a good one, this is beautiful, this is sweet, this is easy to digest, etc., etc. You please try to eat, and then your sickness will be cured. And then the sick person became angry, said to the medicine man, I hate all this, I'm frightened of it. Don't ever let my eyes see this food again. At that time he thinks like that. he died. And then, of course, he will come because of his thinking before he died. He became a hungry ghost. There are other people who are so arrogant and stupid, do not believe in the three jewels, meaning the enlightened master, the teaching, and the Sangha, and the assembly, yeah? Or maybe slander the Buddha, yeah? Look down upon the Buddha, and also don't live according to human standards, yeah? Like morally enough, do not be filial, it's not filial to their parents, yeah. Do not help the siblings or other in the clans when they need. And they're very, indulgent in sensual pleasure all the time, yeah. He doesn't discriminate. This is the relatives or this is a stranger, have all kind of incest or thing like that, yeah. Also, he doesn't believe that there are cause and retribution. Yeah, he don't believe that. And when he's sick, he lay in there, how you say, clutching his own body together. He cannot stretch himself because when he was well, he didn't want to hear the correct words. He doesn't want to hear the moral words. And then at that time, the parents and the family members knew that this patient is going to die soon. So she tried to tell him, okay, we are going to recite the sutra for you, okay? Try to take refuge on the Buddha in your heart. And then you look at the picture of the Buddha with respect. And then you try to recite the name of the Buddha, okay? And then so your sin will become lessened, and then you have more and more merit. All right? Yeah. And all these things that you have now, you're going to die soon. We're going to give it to other people, poor people. Yeah. Even though they talk in a gentle voice and try to comfort him and bringing him to the correct view like that, but he doesn't like. Yeah. He was very angry. He said, I vow never to want to hear all this talk again. Yeah. These are nonsense to me. Means nothing. Yeah. When I die, there's nothing. No marriage, no sin, nothing. When I die, it's all finished. When he think like that, he died. Yeah. And because of this, he's a wrong view. When he think before he died, he was born in a lower level of bad animals. Because animal has no chance to learn culture, moral. There's no respecting for parents, elderly, nothing. Yeah, that kind of animals they were born into. Yeah. So it is all because of the thinking of this patient when he died, before he died. But if anyone loved to cultivate moral standards, yeah, and saw the seed of human quality, keep the 5 precepts, and then during his life, he never has any sickness and tear his body and mind apart like that, feeling very agitated like that. And when he died, his heart is very peaceful. His thought is very happy and, normal. He will not become confused and torn like the other upper level, the above mentioned patients. He knows that he's dying. So then when the family asks him if he wants to hear the Buddha's teaching, yeah, if he wants to see the Buddha's picture, if he wants to hear any of the Sangha talking, the truth, Would you like to be a vegetarian also? A vegan? Vegan? Yeah. Would you like to make offering to the 3 jewels? Then the patient this time said, yeah. Excellent. I like all this. Do it for me. And then so the family member continued to say, okay, if you listen, if you read the Dharma, the Sutra, and you're looking at the Buddha, then you will enter the Buddha's, the Buddha path, If you offer to print any of the sutra, the teaching, then wherever you go, you will have intelligence and wisdom. I mean, many lives, yes. And you will understand many things, meaning the teaching, yeah? If you make offering to the Sangha, the monks and the nuns, wherever you will be born, you will be rich and happy. Yeah. Whatever you need, you will always have. So after the patient, the dying person heard that, he was very happy, and he vowed that, okay, wherever I will be born in the future, please let me meet the Buddha, the Sangha, and the teaching. So after that person died, he reborn as a human again. If anyone keep the 10 precepts, yeah, a little bit further than the 5, yes, and then use that merit to wish to be born in heaven, being a God, high God in heaven, or if any person keep the precept very, very diligently, correctly, and then always do the charity work, and then he keep all these good precepts, at least the 5 I give you, or the 8 way of purification, yeah. And then when he die, he will feel peaceful. He can lay down like this and look at the Buddha's picture, and he certainly will hear the music of the sphere, the heaven, yeah. And you can see his body, his face is very, very brightened, yeah. And then he will put his hand up like that. And then he will go up to heaven, yeah.